to do. Oh, fuck that shit. Oh, Tamad. Or not Tamad. When is it too much? What is happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Brett and I are gonna we're gonna head downtown today. We're doing the obligatory intro at the gas station, but the bikes are looking good. Brett's SKRR and my V4S had some really cool comments actually about the exhaust. And yes, he does have just a basic BMW. It's got the full Acra, but it doesn't have the shorty can. We kept the original can on there. We had a few questions, you know, they're saying there's no way that this Ducati can pull on you. They give you 2 bike leaks and a hit. You call. But I think it's just me just whooping your ass. I might. Okay. All right, quit. It's a skill factor. You got no chance.
Nappers in 5 seconds.
It's pro skills. First of all, I taught you. So do it again. That sounds good. Do it again. Fire it up. How much louder that shorty can. I mean, that thing is like straight through with no baffles. You know what's cool is the headers are turning, the titanium headers are turning blue on you. And a couple of guys made some good comments and about changing the sprocket. Because you know when we ran them hard the other time, I'd pull on you over top end, you had no chance because we were both redlining. And we were saying the same thing about this. That you can change the front, I can change the front sprocket. For more of a top end. We'll see. Right now this is actually something, you know, both tires were punctured. I don't know if you've watched the last video. So these tires are actually one size smaller in diameter. They're the same size width. And even that, I'm talking by millimeters, right? Even that will affect a quarter mile. Probably for the better for this one, but it's going to make the top end, I think it's slightly less. These guys, everyone, and I'm a big fan of getting exhaust. I think it really makes the bike. But you get into that modding, it's an addiction. Very expensive, come on bro. A really expensive addiction. And the question is, you know, how far is too far? I love what I've done. I mean, this cost me a lot to do a lot to this bike, but I enjoy riding it, and I enjoy showing up at events. And I'm the Crinkle. My man! What's up, bro?
What's up, dude? Crinkle.
Crinkle would put the hurt on you. And I get different opinions.
You came in on the V4?
Yeah, man.
That shit's beautiful, man.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Me personally, I love the way it looks. You know what I mean? And I look at bikes darn near every day. I'm always on the internet. I think a lot of us do that, if you know what I mean. And all the manufacturers, I don't see it. They're all beautiful bikes now. Man's finally got himself a proper suit that fits him. He doesn't look like a bag man. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is... Hey, check out the links below to our gear that we wear. Always be protected. I got left side all the way downtown, alright? I'm going to talk with this video a little bit about modding. I mean, what is too much? Yeah, I think the exhaust is huge, and that's definitely worth it. But with us, you have to realize we do ride these things hard, and we put a lot of miles on them. So what I like to do is the warranty thing is a big deal for me. And both the bikes here are warranted. Sure, I dumped a lot of money on this exhaust, there's no doubt, but it's one of those things. I love the undertail. I could afford it at the time, and it's expensive, but you know what? I really do. I think it looks really cool. However, I have seen the new lower Acra on this, which is half the price, and I think that looks cool too. I think it opens up the tail a lot more. It's a completely different look. But you know, it's all perspective, especially the younger guys out there who are buying their first bikes. Everybody gets stuck on one brand, and there's nothing wrong with that, because I think that all the manufacturers right now are making some unbelievable bikes. You really don't want to put something on there that's going to kill your warranty in a brand new bike. I mean, I always did in the past. But when these things break down is when it starts getting expensive. That's where the warranty's a good deal, man. I mean, here I am. I put all this cash into this bike. We'll say modification for horsepower and torque. So I spent over 10 grand on an exhaust that technically it did reduce the bike by like 14, 15 pounds. Which that makes a big difference for me, my fat butt.
What? You're fat.
Is that all you have?
Yeah.
That's good. That's all he has. But I probably added maybe 14 horsepower. Brett's exhaust with the install, I think it was around 4K, wasn't it? 4,500. And he lost maybe 15 pounds and added, I don't know, link in the comments. So you're chasing for thousands of dollars, you're chasing technically a few horsepower and a little bit of weight loss. For the street, is it really, although that sounds really good, but for the street, is it really worth it? That's what you gotta ask yourself, you know what I mean? Sure, I think exhaust is sick, but that's when it starts getting really expensive. But it definitely makes all the bikes sound much, much better. I think it gives the whole experience to have an exhaust much better. Oh, there's a freaking event going on. There must be a concert. I wonder who's playing. Did you know why actors always say break a leg? Because they want to be in the cast. Road closed or through traffic. I think we can't go through there. So to mod or not to mod? I think to mod. I know for a fact that bike, putting an exhaust on your bike, and this one especially, is too quiet. Stock. The exhaust literally I think it makes the bike. I mean, I've actually had some comments from people saying there's no way that I actually pulled on him. Bro, you'll agree, Brett will tell you, it didn't matter who rode what bike, this bike is faster than that SK. Whether that's the Acra exhaust, and a slight tune that goes with it, maybe. I've heard, you know, different opinions about that, you know, putting a shorty can on there and all that, but what's that going to give it? About an extra 1 horsepower maybe? But when you start tracking the bike, that's when the modifications start getting really expensive. And I think, you know, that's the difference between when you buy a Ducati. I mean, this bike you can stock without an exhaust or anything, I think is basically, you can take it straight to the track and you can compete, you know. You'll see when we go to Daytona, we're going to switch up bikes. You'll notice the difference. What makes you more comfortable on that bike? That's your answer? No, I know, but what feels different between this and that? Your major differences. Alright, that's a good answer. First of all, we're not good enough to really know the difference. And neither is literally 98% of people out there. I'm not being a hater. This is reality. We like to ride in the street. This is a lot of fun. We go on a bunch of group rides. Comment down below. Let me know how long you've been riding. When you track your bike, you really get to learn how far you can go over. I mean, when I was in Daytona last October, I thought I was scraping elbows. Until I saw pictures and I saw my tires. I wasn't scraping nothing but my head. Why aren't I lower? But that's what I'm trying to talk about. You know what I'm saying? All these leader bikes, all the 600s. I mean, look at we're gonna go to the track and you'll see what I mean. There's gonna be, these guys are so good, and they're gonna be on their 300s, their 400RRs and Ninjas. They're gonna go by us. And you're just gonna, you just gotta go up to them and give them a fist and say, man, you're fast as hell. Now, this is downtown Orlando, and we're going east on 408. It's a cool city. Yeah, when we get off here, I got left. My opinions, I would say if you're going to buy a new bike, break it in, and I would probably look into at the dealer that you, whatever manufacturer, whatever dealer you're at, and I would look into whatever you can do to the bike that's under warranty, that exhaust wise. But I've had 3 newer bikes, I mean, go and basically blow up on me that I had to. I had one GSXO, I was a 750, that was the worst one. That blew up on me and I couldn't, it was done. It was just a paperweight. Oh man, they got some really cool new helmets. And I was talking to Ducati Dave, and he was explaining to me how the newer helmets, like this one I have a hard time seeing, probably because of my fat ass 18.5-inch neck. But the newer helmets you can adjust so you can see a lot more when you're in a tucked position. They're really cool looking. I don't know if you've seen them. I mean, I like this helmet, but it's like a freaking bobblehead above 150.
Why?
Bike week is next week. So listen, you guys are all heading down here. Hit me up, because I'm sure we're gonna have a pretty big group going down there.
Hey, check out our Instagram, Chili1, @Chili1, and I am Meat
On TikTok.
on TikTok.
Bike week's a trip. It's fun. I mean, it's cool. You got every bike you can possibly imagine. You can ride down the strip. The more I tell you, either way, it's just some of the, you got some characters, I'll tell you.
Thanks for watching.
You're fine, shut up.
You shut up. Thanks for watching, everybody. Meathead and I.
You'll break your knuckles.
I'm not gonna break nothing. Hit that sub button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. We'll be back in Daytona. Remember, hit us up. Let's go for a ride.